Now that I'm back and I don't have any Bolivian men to dance with, I have to find partners at home. Traveling is a great experience.
My trip to Botswana taught me that the world is ours to discover. Find out how beautiful every corner of the earth is in its own unique way.
After about 4 hours of traveling and a few stops along the way, we could see this dark line on the ice ahead of us. And as we got closer and closer, I realized that it was open water. It was the open sea. That was it. That was the floe edge. That was where we had come to be, Joassi and I. This is where I had wanted to come. This was the edge. The next stop was somewhere in Greenland, I believe.
Every day of my visit here, I've seen float planes land and take off, and I really thought it would be a great opportunity for me to take a ride on one of them as well.
I think I inherited my adventurous spirit from my mother, who used to take us on trips when we were small. I'm thankful my mother passed those values on to me, just as the people on this trip have tried to teach me. British Columbia was an adventure, one that will be hard to forget.
This trip taught me a little bit about the way of life up in the north and how solitary it is, and yet at the same time how much humor and character and joy people can have even though they live alone and in such extreme conditions.
I'm grateful to all the people here in Nain, Labrador for having opened their hearts and their homes to me. I hope someday to be able to come back and to discover more about Nain.
I'd be lucky to get that chance.
I discovered an absolutely beautiful country. I met people who I wouldn't normally see and ended up having experiences that are once in a lifetime that I probably will never be able to relive.
Overall, I guess I'd have to say that this trip to Greenland really had a very calming effect on me. Coming from a city that is just filled with people that are busy and rushing all the time, and going to a country where everyone just seems so calm and relaxed about everything. Nature really is the dominant force there. It really made me see a side of life that was lived well. If I ever have the chance, I'll come back.
This trip to Ecuador was more strenuous than I had expected, but it was very special to get somewhere where I had to rely on my body for transportation. That certainly doesn't happen in my regular life. And so in a lot of ways this trip reminded me of what it's like to really have to rely on myself and on other people, and it was a very positive experience.
Traveling to the Galapagos Islands has led me to several different conclusions on how I see the world that we live with, the creatures that live with us, and seeing firsthand these rare creatures gives you an insight as to how frail nature can be, yet the endurance nature has to persevere and survive. I saw the respect and care that the tour guides had about the islands. They were very concerned about keeping the islands ecologically sound, and I feel that with a growing awareness amongst people, the islands will continue to thrive.
Most people associate Egypt with the pyramids, but to my surprise, I found that, for me, the time spent in the desert was the most interesting and fulfilling.
In the end, I loved Ethiopia so much, I decided to stay. I wanted to see more of the country, but I also wanted to further explore the special friendships I had made. I had to let that plane leave without me. And now I'm embarking on a new chapter in my life.
Traveling to Finland made me realize that I can do anything, anywhere. I know this is the beginning of many adventures.
Stop you. The people of St. Pierre taught me that no matter how harsh the odds may seem, with a lot of faith and determination and the will to go on, you can do anything.
Overall, I was glad I went on this trip. I was glad to have had the opportunity to get to a part of the world I had never been to. I just think there's so much wonderful stuff in the world beyond our small corner that we've got to get out there and see it. I guess I just love travel. You know, if I have a chance, I'll go for it.
Experiencing a new culture gives me a real jolt of energy. It gives me a fresh perspective on life. I think too often we get caught up in our own little world and we forget there's so much going on beyond our own borders. That's why I'll never stop traveling and wanting to learn. The world's a big place, and we have to use the time we have.
My trip to Guyana made me come back, realize you don't have to have money and all the material things to be happy. We laughed a lot and we had some exciting times, and I came back so
What amazed me was the raw nature. Those geysers and waterfalls and beaches in Iceland, rugged, oh, and so beautiful, like you've never seen before. That beautiful fresh air, so clear, it's like breathing pea soup when I come back home.
But I had to return. My journey had come to an end.
It was an amazing experience.
People and nature can coexist.
These women taught me a lot about life and about India. If I had the chance, I'll go back.
My time in Jamaica ended at Montego Bay.
And when I was there, I was really glad that I had seen a part of Jamaica that a lot of people would never venture out to see. The thing that makes Jamaica unique is its people. Everywhere I went, the people were so open and kind and generous, and they genuinely wanted me to know how they live and about their country. Some places on the island say, out of many, one heart. And that one heart, the one personality of Jamaica is what I saw. The heart that says, here's how I live, welcome to this place, and I hope that you'll enjoy it.
I saw how happy people were with very simple pleasures. They have their family around them. They have structured lives in a way, but they know exactly where they stand, and they care a lot for each other.
One needs to experience other cultures, other people, other lifestyles to actually know and probably appreciate what they have themselves. In this modern world, we would consider these people to have nothing, but they have such a wealth of love and consideration for others, something that I believe we've lost. It's important to live. It's important to know what life is about, and you can't always understand life just in your own backyard. If anybody was to ask me, would I ever do a trip like this again, I'd say most definitely yes. It should be a prerequisite for life.
I have made a promise to myself that I will continue to explore and to travel further and deeper into remote areas. I think everyone should follow their dreams and follow their hearts, have a sense of freedom at some point in their life, be able to go off and just be themselves. That's where you find true happiness within yourself.
This trip has changed a little bit the way I look at things. For one thing, there's very strong cultural differences with Africa and here, such as taking time to do everyday things, taking time to greet people, find out how they are. Learning to slow down a bit and enjoy what surrounds you, just the beauty of nature. They really care about how you're feeling and how are things going rather than, you know, having a career or something like that. I mean, the basics are more important, which somehow I think our society is lost somewhere.
I feel like I'm a much better person because I came to Malta, and I think Malta is a much brighter place
after being exposed to me.
That was probably one of the most thrilling things that happened during the trip. It was really, really dramatic, really exciting.
There are no frustrations with this trip. There's complete exhilaration and feeling that I achieved almost everything I wanted to here.
The thing that really struck me about the trip was getting to know the people, and the people are very warm, they're friendly, they've got a tremendous amount of patience and tolerance, and it's exuded in everything that they do, and I think that I saw that in the villages that I visited and the people that I encountered along the way.
When we think of the Gulf states, we think of wealth and oil. Yet behind all of this, there are people of many traditions and cultures. So it was an opportunity to get to know the people better. I saw sights I could never have imagined in a desert country. It's been a real learning experience.
There are all kinds of incredibly exciting and beautiful things you can do if you break away, and wonderful people to meet.
The beauty of Senegal is one which I've never experienced before in my life, and one which I had not expected to be so emotionally affected by. The varied landscapes have embraced me with their beauty, and the people of Senegal have welcomed me time after time into their homes. Every new taste, every smell, everything I've touched, and every sound I've heard has made a profound impact on me and the way that I now see the world.
I feel I've learned a lot about the Basque tradition and beliefs. They're proud of being Basque, and they are unique within Spain, and they really go out of their way to show their uniqueness. This ideal I had in my mind of beautiful senoritas and dashing señor was very true. I found that I met quite a few people who met that ideal, but in a modern way.
This experience has changed me in the sense that I think I see things in a broader way. I never knew that one culture could have so many distinct people who have different dances, different dialects, very different arts and crafts, all very different, but they are one culture. They all have a great reverence and respect for all life and for each other. But at the same time, they were very fun-loving, very joyful, very colorful people, and it's just been a wonderful experience. It's a true celebration of life. It made me appreciate my life that much more.
Whatever happens when you travel, it's an enriching experience, and it's wonderful, even if you're 85.
I've been twice to Turkey, but 9/10 of Turkey I haven't been near yet. So, the future.
I realize even more that people are people, and for instance, Helen, who spoke no English, and yet we had no trouble establishing rapport and having a really good time. Second of all, I love nature, and I've always been moved by it, but I never realized how profoundly I could be affected by things like Monument Valley, Canyon de Chelly. And I was still amazed at the profound effect that seeing these huge monuments had on me. I felt totally liberated. It felt wonderful.
I hope that I will continue to travel. I want to meet the people because by hearing their voices, I feel that I change too. I hope that I become a better person for having met them.
I think the one thing I really learned from this experience is that no matter where you go, there's always a story to be told. I felt like I was at home there, and everyone made me feel at home. I know that I'll take a piece of Hawaii home with me when I go back to my home.
long days in this remarkable country, it was time to return home. Yemen has had its past wars, but what I learned about its history and people has shown me its beauty. Oh yes, I enjoyed it very much.